Alright. Sorry. We are here to read the patch notes for tomorrow's for tomorrow's shit, I almost did it again. Hold up. Wait a minute. Roll back. Hello! We're here to record the patch notes for Dauntless's update tomorrow. So, this will be fun. I'm excited. I'm excited. Stop. I don't care. Stop. I accidentally pressed that. Stop. Didn't mean to, phone. Alright. Besides that. So, we're gonna read the patch notes. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So, tomorrow there's gonna be new Behemoth. My brain went blank for a second there. Don't mind that. Tomorrow we're gonna get new Behemoth. Shock Behemoth. Looks like a shock praying mantis. Motherfuck. Back. I'm excited. New Behemoths are always fun. And with the new dev team actually trying to fix stuff, I know the old team tried, or said they were trying, but never actually got it done. New team actually seems promising. So I'm excited that this won't have as much bugs as, like, the regular, as, like, already existing Behemoths. And also, when we get to this, in the beginner's guide, we will be, obviously, doing a video on it. Country has released new foe Ostia. Oh, so we're continuing with that storyline. We're continuing with the Ostian created creatures storyline. Okay. Latest Shark Behemoth Savit. That's how I think the name is gonna be called. I don't know, but I'm gonna call it a Savit. Is wreaking havoc across the hunting grounds. Take down this swift foe to unlock new craftable gear. So swift is gonna be fast, obviously. I just hope they don't mess it up like they did with the phalanx, where that was just fast and hit hard. I hope it like hits fast, but doesn't have any like knockback or knockdown, so that you can't just get pummeled like you can with phalanx. You know? We're gonna go in Chainblade after we're done reading this, so we're gonna not read any of that. But this update is gonna bring in the Chainblade rework, which I am excited for, because hopefully now it won't be a crutch weapon. But I'll go into all that when we get there. Island Refresh, Cold Runner Key, and Boreal Outpost have been refreshed in order to tell a more competitive story. Ooh. Explore these two drifting islands, build up their defenses, and help Lena Silver combat the behemoth threat. Interesting. It's just beginning of adding more adventure story and player activities into the hunting grounds. Interesting. New hunt pass. We'll go into that after this is done, after we go into Chainblade refresh or rework. But new hunt pass, new reward shop. I'm not gonna look too much into. I don't want to look at it because I'm gonna get excited and I'm gonna get sidetracked and not read the rest of this. All right. Chainblade. Here's some changes. Again, we're not gonna read it. Not yet. Salvo chamber on guns. Damage increased from 400 to 450. 400, 450 default empowered to 450, 500. I'm guessing this is the combat and try to make it more viable against full bore chamber, which does more damage, but has the has the debuff of pushing you back when you use it. So I will test that, see if it does more damage, see if it does equal damage. If it does equal damage, I'll switch to salvo. I just think full bore is more fun, and it does more damage, so why not use it? You know, that's why I use it. It does more damage. But anyways, slightly increase the amount of time the Carnivore is staggered for. That is amazing. That would have helped so fucking much if it was like that from the get-go. For wings. That's gonna help people get their wings faster and better, more effectively. Reduce the active damage window on its body while entering its enraged state. Active damage window. Oh, yeah, when he gets enraged, he, she, whatever. They're asexual, really. They don't have genders. I'm not going into that. Anyways, moving on. The Carnivore, that's going to be great because as the Carnivore works right now, is the whole enragement state is a fucking attack. Like, if you touch its body from the spin to the enragement, it's an attack. It's not fun. And I'm glad that's a fix. The increase the size of its AoE attack while entering enraged state. Okay, so with buffs, you gotta have debuffs. I get it. Gotta have balances. I get it. Yeah, the bubble was extremely small. Or also, the bubble, as it stands right now, is extremely small, so that makes sense. Further reduce the amount of unintended player collisions while moving around the behemoth to prevent players from being launched. His hitboxes are very glitchy. It touches you and even if it's not an attack, it'll have a chance to send you in the air. It's weird. His body hitbox is very weird. So that'd be nice. Failing. Slightly increase the amount of time a projectile stays on the ground before exploding. Better start running. That will help a lot. That'll just help a lot. Ace chips no longer in the game have been replaced with Aether Dust. Any remaining Ace chips have been automatically converted to Aether Dust at a rate of 12 Aether Dust per Ace chip. That is great. Lowering the currencies. Combat merits and exploration are now combined into just combat merits. Yes. And they're being transferred at a 1-to-1 ratio. So all your exploration merits will be transferred. That is actually why this right here, I know it doesn't make much of a difference, but that is one of the reasons why I haven't done continued my beginner's guide series yet, as I've been waiting for this. More or less, the original reason why I didn't continue it is because I couldn't get myself to get on Dauntless, like, for the past several weeks. Sure, I did the event. I loved the event. I think I streamed the start of the event. I think I streamed it. I don't remember. For Ramsgiving. But no, and then this is another thing I was going on. So I'm gonna tomorrow stream the update, do all the new stuff, get into new stuff, and then Friday I'm going to do my video on Pangar, stream XP grinding, and then Saturday I'll be streaming the live event on Fortnite. So yeah. Alright. Increased relentless increased relentless Aether restoration from 30 to 50%, 30-50% to 60 100% at ranks 5 and 6. Okay. It's because nobody used relentless. That's probably why. I still don't think people are gonna use it, but That's to be determined. Increased barb spear barbs bonus wound damage. Oh, okay. That's a misspell, I think, because it would be because the cell is just called barb. I think it might be called barbed. I don't look at it. I don't use it. It's even with the increase of 20 of 5, then 10, then 15. By doubling each one, not doubling. That's wrong. By adding to each one, it's still useless. Like, even if you're wearing the 60, it's still useless unless you're using pike. I think I unless you're using pike and or acidic, it's not. I don't think it's useful, but that's to be determined. It's all in your play style. That's all I'm saying. And then they increase the bonus wound damage after dodging through an attack on next hit, obviously, to 500 at +6. So that's nice. I still don't think it's gonna be worth it, but that's nice. They're trying to make things more viable. Let's remember that. Is that if this still doesn't get used, it might get an update later, or it might get eventually removed from the game to lower on things people have to scroll through, Increased merciless wound damage versus stagger behemoth. Yeah, nobody uses this one either. Merciless increases wound duration by add 2 merciless. Interesting. Alright, I got you. This might make it viable. I don't think it will, but it might. Frost Molus now apply the chilled, maybe in Trials. Trials with Merciless and Merciless overpower and Savagery? Could work. Could be solo pike trials. Could be. Frost Molus now apply chilled debuff instead of frozen debuff. Now, from what I saw, they're thinking about removing frozen debuff altogether. I don't know if that's in these patch notes. Obviously, we still have few things to go through, but that makes sense. If they are gonna remove frozen altogether, that makes sense. Slayers will now need to be both weapon level 18 and and escalation level 20 of the same escalation. Yes. Yes. No more people running in there with their fucking level 5 weapons. Well, that's not a thing I've run into. No more people running in there who obviously aren't able to do it. That's what I'm saying. Suvet now spawns on Brightwood, Cold Runner Key, and Cave. Why so low? I just don't understand why they're so low on the maps. Suvet, grind him on Brightwood. It's the lowest island that you can get parts from. Why would you? I don't understand why the new behemoth is so low on the milestone. Like, I don't know. Flameborn Quillshot will no longer be guaranteed on Brightwood. Still respawns, so they're giving it to him. That's gonna be his island, right? Nazaga now spawns on Brightwood. Interesting. Valmir and Rockfall Skarn no longer spawn on Brightwood. Well, Skarn can't because it's now going to be a shock island. Valimir probably because it has too many behemoths now. And he has his own island. Above Brightwood. Defrost Emerald now guaranteed on Cold Runner Key. Shockjaw Nazaga and Valimir no longer spawn on Cold Runner Key. So they're just changing all the Behemoth rotation around. That's interesting. And Riftstalker no longer spawns on Cape Fury. That's interesting. That is interesting. Core's bot from Lady Luck's shop will now appear in a separate category at the score break. Why don't you just change her cores to be the same as all the other cores in the game? Like, the cores she has are the old cores in the game, right? Where they just give you cells. I don't know why they don't just transfer her to the new system. Or give them something unique that makes them worth doing trials and buying, you know? My throat is not fucking having it today. Add a map of Ramsgate to the main menu. Map of Ramsgate to the main menu. I don't understand that. Added a progress bar and a completed state to the weekly selections, or weekly sections in the challenge room. Ooh, I'm excited to see that. Improve the quest interface displayed when interacting with NPCs. I'm excited to see that too. I didn't know that was coming. I didn't even know that was an option. You know? I'm excited to see what that means. This is what I'm saying. Players will now see their escalation level and progress directly from the hunt menu. Yes! That's been needed for a real long time. That would help so many people out. So you don't have to be like, you don't have to run to the crystal, or to the to the lantern machine every single time you want to check your level. If you're leveling, obviously. Improved performance during store purchases. Improved load times across platforms. Improved performance when navigating menus. Removed blood VFX from hits to reduce color. Oh, but I enjoyed that aspect of the game. I enjoyed always informing friends, hey, did you know the behemoths bleed? Yeah, when you hit them, they bleed. You know, it's fun. That's upsetting. Removed racing from Rams due to it being underused and not meeting the quality of our quality standards. That's hilarious. You know what? This shit useless. Why do we have it? Why did we put this here? That's funny. I never used racing. I had a couple friends that every blue moon they were like, "Hey, let's race!" Or when it first came out, you know, you'd race your friend, but now you just don't. You just don't. All right. All players that take part in an island event, have their corresponding objectives complete. Huh. Oh, they're fixing that. That is a fix. Because there's island event quests in your weeklies and stuff that just didn't count for some stupid reason. So I'm excited. The Shadow Scythe Rumor will now drop from Aether Charged Bloodshot Shroud on all islands, not just Blazeworks. That's interesting. Fixed a bug where some challenges would reset when entering Ramsgate after the weekly reset. That's nice. Self-damage sources like Revelant and Parasitic no longer consume stacks of Bulwark Tonic. I didn't know that was a glitch. Stamina regen from Aether Rush now correctly grants 15 stamina per second. Cool. Did not know that was a glitch. Players can no longer change their location while activating the Thrax ability. Change their loadout, not location. I don't know where the fuck I saw location. I didn't I don't understand that. Like, was there a glitch where you activate the ability and then you can go in your inventory and that's weird. That's weird. That's weird. Glad they're fixing stuff, but that's weird. Fixed extensive or excessive camera shake during the Repeater's Dance slam attack. Or Reaper's Dance slam attack. So they're not changing the specials. That's weird. Good that they're fixing camera shake, but that's weird. Because that would cause motion sickness for some people. Other sources of damage used while repeaters are equipped now properly respect their intended damage types. That's so. There was a glitch like that. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't know about that. That's weird. But okay, good they're fixing stuff. Aether Strikers. Fist of the Firebird no longer appear craftable when they are not available. Yes, if you watch my beginner's guide, and I went in, and every time I went into Strikers and saw that, I was like, that is weird. I'm nowhere near unlocking this bitch. That is weird. They're fixing that. That is nice. That weirded me out. That weirded me out so much. That those looked like they were craftable when you couldn't even get into the Firebird fight at all, ever. Like, anywhere near it. Fixed a bug where phalanx projectiles would be destroyed on the very first hit they received instead of by damage applied. Cool. Fixed a bug where projectiles would not play an explosive effect if they were destroyed before expiring. That's okay. Yeah, it was weird that they would just disappear. So, I get that. Reward cache no longer displays incorrect prices. Didn't know that was a glitch. Fixed all cases of negative numbers appearing in the challenge menus. Good. That I knew that was a glitch. That was weird for people. I just never went in there, so I didn't care. But I have friends that would look at it and be like, "Why?" So the Grok Grok Rumble event has been translated to support all languages. Cool. Support. Yep, good work. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. Fixed bug where quest tracker could switch tabs during combat. Cool. Didn't know that was a bug. Key binding, that's just quality of life bug fix though, let's be honest. Key bindings on controller button icons now switch immediately when the controller preset changes. That's weird. I don't change my controller buttons because I like them. But okay, that's good for the people that do. Fixed cases of incorrect notification icons showing in game. Interesting. Oh. Are they talking about the breadcrumbs? Because they've been trying, like, the old devs tried to fix that so many fucking times. So I'm hoping that's what that means. Millman screen now correctly references Aether Dust instead of Ace Chips. Cool. Glad they're actually going with that change. Legendary repair ability now properly show... abilities now properly show in their move list. Cool. That's actually really good. Not many new players know, but there is an actual tutorial of how to use weapons. There is an actual move list and a weapon help section in the game that you can look at. I mean, it's not, it doesn't help much, but it's there to help if you need it. Right. Slayer hair will no longer clip through helmets when previewing items in the store. Cool. I've only ever had that glitch once, but cool. And that was in the reward cache at the beginning of the season, if you saw that stream. The prestige weapon overlay now appears after the Sparkforge animation has finished. Alright. I don't understand that one, but alright. I think I understand it, but I'm not sure. It might be referring to the fact that, you know, it would do the animation and the thing would show up on your screen at the same time, where it'd be like, you got an Aether Heart. So I think that's what it means, but I could be wrong. Fixed bug where party invites from players on the same platform would only come in game. That'll be a console fix. That's nice. That's good. Like console fixes. Fixed cases of text breaking out of their UI. That is really fucking good. I hate that in video games. I hate that in everything. Like in movies and games, everything where it's just like it's just off-putting, right? Usually happens in video games. I don't know why I brought movies. Usually happens in video games. Anyway, fix various typos. That's really good. People will love that. Okay, scrolling up. We gotta do the Chainblades. Alright, we're gonna read this first. Fixed amount of meter now generated it with each individual attack instead of by damage dealt. So fixed amount of meter granted. So, okay. So they're making it to where, because how it used to be with how meters used to work was before sword rework, obviously. After sword rework, that started to change, and now they're continuing that change. So before sword rework, how meters worked was it was based off damage dealt, right? So if you're doing 600 damage, that would give you a certain amount of meter based off 600 damage. Obviously, if you're wearing energized on top of that, it would boost that amount by that percentage, right? But we're talking without energized here. So how it's gonna work now with Chainblades is that depending on the hit you do will depend on the meter you gain. I like that. The little pips under the weapon meter now have, I didn't know those were called pips. I just called them dots or ability points, or I never called them ability points. I called them, I don't know what I called them. I didn't really call them anything. I kind of just like, hey, you got a little thing, do your special, like it's a special thing, right? I've never actually had to think about it before. I didn't know they were called little pips, and I never actually had to think about them before, you know? But you have 4 little dots under the Chainblades meter. Say this is the mirror bar, you'd have like 4 little dots in the middle, obviously. You guys have played Dauntless. If you're watching this video, I don't know why I'm explaining shit. I'm a dumbass. Pips under the weapon meter now have an official name. Oh, I guess they didn't have a name. You could have just called them Little Pips. Like, Little Pips is a good name. So now they're called Momentum. Blade Spin now allows you to move about during the combo. Ooh. That's interesting. I wonder if moving will also make you use more stamina while doing it. Lacerating Blows, a new heavy attack combo. Ooh. Now would wound it. Yes! I'm sorry. I was expecting this, and I'm happy they actually are going through with it, where Chainblades are now another wounding weapon. It just makes fucking sense. I've been saying it forever. Chainblade should be a wounding weapon. Oh my god! I'm excited. Chainblades are now a wounding weapon. Remove Chainblade's pull from Reaper's Dance and Insatiable Dance specials. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for them not to be a fucking crutch weapon. I'm also really excited that they're actually going through with the fucking wound damage. Added chain pull to basic moveset. Forward heavy attack will now perform chain pull. I'm excited. New moves. Remove the swinging blades combo. Cool. All specials and mods have received mechanical and balance changes. Head to training grounds to explore these improvements. We will. We fucking will. Let's go read this. Chain blades have received a some tender love and care. With updated combos and new animations. These stylish weapons are now more deadly than ever. Check out the exciting things on our official website. We're on the official website. I don't know why they said that. I am fucking excited. Chainblade refresh arrives on December 2nd. Tomorrow. Well, technically. I'm recording this at 7 p.m. and it's going to be uploaded when I'm done recording, which I've probably been recording for way fucking too long. It's been 31 minutes. But anyways, expect role-driven combo changes, blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading all that. Stylish simplicity. Chainblades are some of Dauntless's most iconic weapons, known for their high mobility, attack speed. They're popular weapon choice among slayers old and new. They were a crutch weapon. They were only popular against newer players because they were a crutch weapon. Because you could push away from the beam, have iframes, and not get hit while doing an attack. Like, it was a crutch weapon. Not to mention, newer players, and this is something I explained on one of my first videos of my beginner's guide. New players like to fucking be ranged with them and do no damage. And it's upsetting, and I understand they don't know how to play the game yet. I'm not getting on them for that. What I'm getting on to them for is the fact that they see someone else with chainblades and don't actually pay attention or learn from it. That's what I'm upset about. Chainblades are highly versatile and noticeably stylish. However, the chainblades... I have a hair in my mouth. There. Did I get it? Or was I feeling shit? I think I was feeling shit. I don't think I actually had hair in my mouth. It's weird. This turned weird real fast. Chainblades are the versatile, noticeably stylish. However, Chainblade's moveset specials mods were fairly straightforward and didn't encourage much combat diversity once you had mastered their ins and outs. Many of you had just one good combo and one good special you always wound up using. Wow. Calling us all out. The refresh. To make slaying with chainblades more engaging, we decided to give this well-loved weapon an extensive refresh. I'm sorry, what? It feels like there's a hair in my mouth. Anywho's it. Okay. This involved... Wait, did I read that part? Yeah. Extensive refresh. This involved giving each combo a combat roll, balancing, and refreshing. The specials and mods provide more effective and impactful build choices. I cannot fucking. And implement various quality of life fixes. Dude, wow. Let's dive into all the exciting new changes. Blah blah. Okay. Meter generation. Each individual attack will now generate. Each individual attack will now generates fixed amount of meter. Previously, meter generation was relatively unpredictable, as it was based on damage dealt. The system sometimes led to situations where it became impossible to build meter with attacks such as during battle with shielded. The point of shielded Boreas was that you weren't able to build meter. That's what I always thought, at least. That's what everyone always thought. I didn't know it was because you couldn't. Like, if you're still doing 300 damage a hit to Boreas, you should build meter. But I always thought because you couldn't, you weren't able to. Like, I thought Boreas, that was just an aspect of Boreas. That's some shit if they're just changing that. I mean, it's not. It's actually really good, but that's weird. Little Plits have a new name, Momentum. The functionality has not changed. You still gain them by filling up meter and use them to form specials. That's cool. They just gave them a name. Alright, Bladed Edge. Light. All lights. Classic Light combo has not changed, but it now boosts the best meter generation rate among attacks. Blah blah, landing 1 meter. Alright. Blade Spin. Here's your Blade Spin. There's no sound. You can now move with it. You can now move with it. Look at that. Look at that. You now move with it. Oh, I like it. But then, like, you don't know how many times, if you actually did this over, because it is the best for DPS, right? If you did this, you don't know how many times you would be doing it, or you would just begin spinning, and the behemoth would be like, nope, and get the fuck out. Like, that is so annoying. It's just a waste of, it used to be a waste of stamina when that happened, but now you can move! I mean, obviously they're not showing it well because they don't have everybody moving at all, but that's cool. Blade Spin now focuses on Chainblade, gets a new focus, I can't read, gets a new focus on Chainblades, or as the Chainblades, go-to damage combo, yep. This combo allows you to inflict a large number of powerful hits. They also looks like they updated the damage of it too, because it used to, no, it still does like 80 something, so. This combo will allow you to inflict large number of powerful hits. If you seize the right opportunity. Previously, if the behemoth you were attacking moved even slightly, even a slight bit, I can't read, during your combo, you would be able to continue hitting it as you were immobilized during combo execution. Now you can walk and turn slowly while spinning chain blades, or spinning the blades, continue your attack. This increases overall damage output and decreases stamina consumption for this combo. Ooh. So while the actual number of hits on the spinning attack has been slightly reduced, you will now find this combo more effective than before. Final attack after the spin can also change into a third light of either Blading Edge or this combo itself, giving you a chance to quickly reposition for another go. That's interesting. also builds up extra meter because that last hit will count as a light, which again will give you the motion of meter generation. So it gives you a reason to do that last light. Back before this update, you just wouldn't do that last light if you wanted to keep your damage up. Because that last light would slow you down, especially if the behemoth is stay still. Alright. Lacerating onslaught. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Here we go. Oh, it's not ranged anymore. I'm excited. Wait, did he just wound in two? Oh, because it's a baby and they're using level 20. That's why. Wound 2 hits. I like that. It's been replaced. Changeling has been replaced with a new lacerating onslaught combo series of vertical close range attacks that inflict wound damage. Until now, the Warpike was the only weapon that inherited the ability to inflict wounds. We've added the wounding mechanism to this combo to bring up. Then why did you? Are you guys wearing acidic on your chain blades? Like, that is wound damage. That 149 is wound damage. Like, why? Hold up. Let's see this. Let's see this. So lights and heavies do wound damage. It looks like. They didn't show a video on lights, but it looks like lights and heavies do wound damage. I could be wrong about that. Hold on. We're gonna wait. Or it could just be... Hold on. It could just be that attack there that does wound damage. Anyways, wounded to this combo, bring more variety to this kind of damage you can do with chain blades. Alright. New chain pull, forward heavy. I'm assuming this is to replace the... Yeah. It pulls it to the behemoth. It's to replace the special pull. Pull has been separated from Reaper's Dance and Insatiable Dance specials to become part of the chain blades. I like that. Is it a hold heavy or is it's just heavy? That's nice. Making this part of the basic attack ability is not adds a lot of flexibility and is not dependent on special you've chosen to equip. That's actually really good. While you are away from behemoth, press a direction and heavy hit at that same time to throw chain blades forward and pull yourself towards the target. I don't know. I wonder if it uses stamina to do that. Like, I'm assuming it doesn't. They didn't say it does, so I'd be excited. I wouldn't mind if it uses stamina because it is a heavy attack. But that'd be interesting. Sweeping blades got removed. This used to be the best way to fill meter. We wanted each combo to have a distinct combat role. We updated the combos. We found there wasn't a nice niche for swinging blades that wasn't already served by another combo. Yeah, because lights are now the best. You don't need this anymore. Moving on. Specials, Reaper's Dance. Did they do a video on these? No. Well, they didn't video on the last one, but we'll get there when we get there. You okay? You okay? Alright. Along with separating chain pull move from the special, we also adjusted its momentum building mechanic. That's nice. Follow up the push off with the light attack to dash back in, consuming 1 momentum. Follow up with a heavy attack to consume That's a word. To consume all momentum and perform a chain slam with damage increasing greatly for each momentum consumed. That's interesting. Heavy consume all momentum, perform a chain slam with damage increasing greatly with each moment. So you can do one for a fast attack with the light, or I wonder, does it build stacks anymore then? Changes add some technical decisions to the special. Do you use it to avoid attacks and reposition, conversing your stamina, or do you have your do you save your momentum for one big hit, potentially staggering the behemoth at the key moment? The choice is yours, Slayer. I wonder if it builds stacks still, or if it just does this now. Because if it just does this now, that'd be interesting. Insatiable Dance. The stacks were very finicky in general already, so it wouldn't surprise me if they just got rid of the stacks and made it a flat damage number for the momentum used or consumed. Because I don't think there was a percent the stacks added. The game never actually talked about the stacks. I don't think the old devs had a plan for the stacks for chain plates. They just threw it in there, said it might do more damage, and called it a day. Like, and if you don't know what the stacks are, the stacks, when you did the push away and did the light attack, each light attack would give you a stack of momentum, right? That's what the stacks were originally called, was momentum. Or I think that's what they were called. I don't know. Let's call them Reaper stacks. Let's just throw the momentum out the window since now it has an actual thing that's called momentum. So the Reaper stacks, it would give you a stack, right? So you do that 10 times, it would give you up to 10 stacks, and then you go and do a heavy slam, and it was supposed to increase your slam's damage depending on how many stacks you had. So if you just pushed away, did a heavy slam at the very beginning, it wouldn't do much damage, and then the more stacks you had, the more damage it do, and you'd have friends that were like, I did so much damage with my stack, while you're over there probably not doing that much damage, even if you're wearing the same build, and you never knew why. That's why, is because the stacks weren't actually consistent with their damage. Like, sometimes you get, like, a fucking 10,000 hit, sometimes you get a fucking 2,000 hit. Like, it just was very inconsistent. I never liked it. So I'm hoping they either got rid of the stacks or had a new plan for the stacks. I don't know, but this doesn't talk about the stacks at all, which tells me they probably got rid of it. Insatiable Dance. Insatiable Dance is the same as Reapers, but instead of giving you a damage boost with the stacks, it would give you heals. It would give you 50 health orb per stack. So if you had 10 stacks, it'd throw out, 10 orbs and they would always go to the person with the lowest health. If you were that person, obviously, it would go to you and give you 500 health, because that's how many, if you had 10 stacks, obviously. I like Reapers, but I never switched to, I like Insatiable, but I never switched to it. I kept on Reapers whenever I use Chain Blades, because it is the best, even though it's finicky. It was finicky, or is finicky as it stands right now until tomorrow. Besides the point. We made the same chain, pull, and momentum mechanic changes to Insatiable Dance as we did to Reaper's Dance. In addition, the healing orbs generated will now provide a damage boost to Slayers that get healed to full health. Or to full health Slayers if no one is missing any health. That's interesting. That's worth a test. Insatiable Dance is if you're not there yet, is a Trials special. You have to get to Trials before you can get it. I think they need to switch out Insatiable with Reapers, but that's just me. Because, again, Reapers used to be better. Alright. Kroll Rift Strike special. Looks like it works the same. Oh? Oh! Never mind. Alright, so. Yeah, the special retains the ability to teleport through a behemoth. Yeah, as it stands right now before the update, you just teleport through the behemoth, and it's very finicky on if it actually does the attack. But people used it to change positions, right? It's not used. I mean, if you used it, you use it for that, but it's not used. This might make it useful. Behemoths with invulnerability. Wait. through behemoths with invulnerability, but now leaves damage over time buff. A damage over time buff that on the part hit by its attack. When this debuff expires, it deals additional damage to any other such debuff. Additional damage for any other such debuff that is active at the time. Be careful timing and aim. Be careful timing and aim. I can't read. I can't fucking comprehend what I'm reading. With careful timing and aim, you will be capable of dealing a massive amount of damage with the special. Interesting. I'm guessing they're low level when they're doing this, but that is... Those aren't bad damage numbers. Like, they're not good, but they're not bad either. Wrong video. I kind of wish I did videos on these two to show their new aspects. But anyways, mod, Serrated Blades. This mod now gives your light attacks a chance to increase the wound damage of your next 4 lacerating attacks. Interesting. I do like that. I do like that change. I don't know if it'll be useful, but I do like the change. Lightweight chain. In addition to increasing the length of your chains for moves such as blade spin and chain pull, this mod also increases the damage of chain pull and grants additional meter when it hits. This makes it perfect for fighting fast and and agile. I can't fucking read. Behemoths like the Karabac or the Rezikari. Increase the length of your chains for such moves as blade spin and chain pull. Huh. Interesting. I'd be excited to see that. Demolition Blades. Damage bonus now applies to minions and fauna. As well as behemoth created objects. You will gain 1 momentum whenever you kill any of these creatures. That's interesting. Alright. That's interesting. Alright, now for the battle pass. Or the hunt pass, sorry. Starting with the actual hunt pass. Krolaki warlords. Now, if you don't know the history of the Krolak are the, like... I don't wanna be wrong about this, but how I wanna imagine is, they're the ones that created the Molten Edict and the Skullforge helmet. The Molten Edict hammer and the Skullforge helmet. They're like the fire. Let's call them a fire tribe. I like to think of Dauntless as having a bunch of tribes, and nations. They are nations, but they're tribes of nations. Like you have the Frost people, in Skaldskar, you have the fire people of the Krolak, you have the Umbral people of the Unseen. You know, you just have the people of the different nations. Obviously, you have the Forge type of the Ostia. This was this season, alright. Of Ostia, and you have the knowledge of, yeah, you get it. Anyways, the Krolaki warriors were driven from their home by Ostia. That's rude. Yeah, Ostia be doing some shit nobody likes. Ostia's gonna fucking start a war, and they're gonna lose. Like, they're gonna fucking lose. And it's meddling, I did read that right. And it's meddling with Behemoth creation, as Savit. I'm still gonna call it Savit. The Ostian blade made its way through the Shared Isles. The warlords of Krolak were focused we're forced to seek refuge in Ramsgate, so we get new people. We get a new person in Ramsgate. Woo! A group of warriors is ready to fight back for their homeland. I like that. I like new people. I like new storyline. That's great. Now, why call the Ostians the Forge and not the Krolak? Though the Krolak did, like, they have their own source of forging. Everyone seems to have their own source of forging, let's be honest. It's because literal fucking Blazeworks is a forge. Like, the whole fucking island's a forge. That's why I call Ostian that. It's not because they are the forge people, it's because of that. Alright. Don't come at me. They're mercenaries. Let's leave it at that. They are mercenaries that make and build weapons. Their own weapons. Alright, reward cache refresh. This looks dope as shit. Like, I am loving this whole aesthetic. The whole fucking thing. Look at that axe though. And those guns. Those be some slick ass guns. Woo! We've got new slayers. We've added a slew of slayer item. I can't fucking read. We've added a slew of items to the reward cache. Collect Ori coins to unlock a host. I did read that. A host. It was host. Of new cosmetics for the Slayer. I'm excited. Tomorrow is going to be a good day. Tomorrow it's going to be a good day. And that is everything. If you enjoyed this video of the patch notes, please think about that follow button, or this isn't Twitch, that subscribe button. Speaking of Twitch, I will be live tomorrow for the update to show off the new Behemoth, the new Hunt Pass, the new Reward Cache, the new, all of it. All of it's getting shown off tomorrow. So think about joining if you want to join. Other than that, have a good one. Goodbye. Twitch in description, Discord in description. I am trying to fix the YouTube thing I have for the bot I have for posting when I post a video on YouTube. I don't know why it's not posting. I need to figure that out. But if you join the Discord, it will tell you when I go live. So just join the news channel if you want to know that. Anyways, have a good one and goodbye.